Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Cheryl Selman, and welcome to Living a Totally Healthy Life on Total Health TV. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm thrilled that you are here because we have a very special guest who is going to be sharing his joy. In fact, he is the ambassador of joy. My guest is Barry Shore, who Jack Canfield says is a combination of Richard Simmons and Tony Robbins. So we're in for a treat and plenty of inspiration as we discuss stress kills and joy heals. So welcome to Barry Shore. Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, beautiful, bountiful, beloved, immortal beings, and good looking people. Now, how can I say, Cheryl, that everybody that's watching is good looking? Because if you tuned in to Total Health TV, by definition, you're always looking for and finding the good. That's a good looking person. Looking for and finding good.
Amen. I like that. It's a great way to start our show, Barry. You got us all ready to hear your message. So, you have an amazing story, and you truly are an inspirational man in this world right now. And everyone could probably tell that already. But it wasn't always like that in your life. So, let's begin at the beginning of this journey that has led you to be such a profound influence in the world, spreading joy and inspiration and healing for people. And so let's begin with an unexpected event that happened in your life.
Well, first of all, Dr. Selman, it is truly a treat and an honor to be with you today and to address this vast, wonderful, growing audience of Total Health TV. People who are dedicated to becoming the best you possible, because that's why you tuned in to Total Health TV. You care most in the world about you. YOU, not Barry Shore, but if you can hear something from Barry Shore that helps you, that's something to celebrate. So as Cheryl mentioned, you see me now, and my arms are open, my eyes are open, and my mouth is saying positive, purposeful, powerful, pleasant things. However, on September 17th, 2004, about 15 and a half years ago, I was standing up in the morning, just like I hope 99.99% of everybody watching, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound, hale and hearty. That evening, I was in the hospital, paralyzed from my neck down. I became what's known as a quadriplegic, and it was not from a car accident or a spinal injury. It was a very rare disease called French polio, Guillain-Barré syndrome, which took over my body, and literally, in a matter of hours, I was completely paralyzed from my neck down. Nothing moved. I was in the hospital for many, many months. I was in a hospital bed for 2 years. I couldn't turn over by myself. I was in a wheelchair for 4 years. You can see my fingers still don't work that well. And I had braces on both my legs, from my hips to my ankles. That was progress. But thank God today I am vertical and ambulatory, albeit with the help of a 6.5 foot walking wand made for me by a Zen master. So I'm a triped, but I still can't walk up a stair by myself or a curb. And I have help 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. But you hear my voice, positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant, because we live in joy daily. And I'm going to be able to share how to do that with you.
Well, I look forward to that. And before we get to this wonderful gift you're going to be sharing with us, I want to know what happened from the time you suddenly had this shock of being a vital, healthy, successful businessman, entrepreneur in your life, to suddenly becoming a quadriplegic, totally dependent on other people. It's a shock to, it's like you have to rearrange your whole universe. What was it that happened within you over what period of time that you were able to transform your thinking, your perception from this traumatic event into something that has really become a greater purpose and mission in your life?
First of all, thank you, Cheryl, for asking. I have to say categorically that when I was in the hospital, completely paralyzed, and even home, completely paralyzed, I was just a bunch of protoplasm. All praise goes to my wife, my son, family, and friends. It was the power of prayer, therapy, and love that enabled me to get through all this. So I want to make that quite clear. However, I do want to mention there's a remarkable doctor in the world, Dr. Bruce Lipton, like the Lipton tea. He has mentioned something that has been very helpful in my life, and I've used it, and I've helped thousands and thousands of people with this. He calls it the three T's. The three T's are trauma, toxins, and thought. Trauma. I just had it. I'm standing up in the morning and I'm paralyzed in the evening and not expecting it. It's not what I would have checked off in the box when God said, hey, here's a menu. Which one do you want? I wouldn't have checked that one. That's trauma. Toxins, poisons in the body, things that happen to people. And we'll talk a lot about it because they're oftentimes stress induced and they cause a lot of difficulties in life. But the third T is thoughts. And Dr. Lipton proves scientifically through research over decades that what you think about is the real key to life. Now, I love working with acronyms. So the word think stands for to harness insightful neural connections. And when I began to use my thoughts to be able to help heal myself, and to be able over the course of years to begin to move certain parts of my body, you see me now, and you look quite normal. Beautiful tan, nice beard, big smile, hands moving. I can't sit up from this chair still. I can't get up. I can push on the arms and struggle and get up. And as I said, vertical ambulatory, albeit with the help of walking wand and people helping me and such. But it's the way you think that really makes all the difference in the world. So I live with three fundamentals that I share with the thousands of people that access our site and our strategies. And those three fundamentals are, number one, life has purpose. My life has purpose. Your life has purpose. And when you recognize that, the corollary result of that is you can go mad. Now, in this case, going mad is wonderful because MAD stands for make a difference. When you can know that your life has purpose, you go and make a difference with every part of your being. And the third part of it is the way you think and the ability to unlock the power and the secrets of everyday words and terms. A simple example. If you ask anybody in the world, Cheryl, what does www stand for? Invariably, they'll say it has to do with the internet. And factually speaking, that's correct. But in our world, the world of the positive, purposeful, powerful, and pleasant, www stands for what a wonderful world. So whenever you see the words letters www, you hear it, you think right away, what a wonderful world. And when you begin to think that way and speak that way and act that way, you transform your very being and you live a healthier life, a wealthier life, a wiser life. And in today's world of this pandemic, health is the key to success. And health is a great acronym. It stands for helping everyone achieve life through happiness. That is what drove me to be able to literally move a muscle, move an arm, move a leg over the course of years, and now eventually to be able to be vertical, ambulatory, and I learned how to swim, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
Wow. So were you always a positive up, person, or has this been part of your transformation?
Well, thank you for asking. And I have to give credit now to another amazing woman in my life, my mother. Invariably, when I speak to groups, whether it's 50 people or 5,000, or like right now, 5 million people will be seeing this, God willing, I'm asked, where did you get this resilience, this power? My mother. I'll tell you a very brief story. My mother, in heaven now, looking down and enjoying the show with us together here, wonderful Cheryl, was born with a red wine stain over 3/4 of her face. and it was pockmarked. Now, just imagine, I'm 72 years chronologically, 40 years biologically because I swim 2 miles a day, 6 days a week, 28 years in my mental ability, and 8 is my SOW. SOW, yes, sense of wonder. I'm an 8-year-old. That's great. People should be that way. My mother, 100 years ago, because I'm 72, 100 years ago when she was born, people bullied more than they do today, right? Imagine being a kid 100 years ago, going a red wine stain and pockmarks. My mother was the embodiment of happiness. My mother was the embodiment of joy. And it wasn't that she got through it and did that. That's who she was. When we were growing up, we met friends of hers from high school. And we asked her, was mommy always that? She said, don't you know who your mother is? She was the person always out there leading, doing, growing. The What other people called the affliction was not. And then she got married. My father's a very handsome, successful man, 3 wonderful children. I'm the oldest, 2 wonderful sisters, both of whom were also very successful in life. My mother embodied joy. It never held her back. And believe me, it was not easy because we saw it. But that's where the resilience came from. So I grew up in a very positive atmosphere. So was I always this way? No, thank God. Challenges make one better, doesn't it? And by the way, let's just quickly talk now about this idea we want to delve into, stress. Right now, the year 2020, I hope this is going to be watched, by the way, for decades and maybe a century from now. But right now, in 2020, we are facing a worldwide pandemic. And the most commonly used word that you can search on anywhere in the internet outside of COVID-19, the word that is used by everybody is stress. Stress. You can't get more stressful than growing up with a red wine stain. You can't have much more stress than standing up in the morning, being paralyzed in the evening. But the idea of how you deal with stress is the key. So stress is an acronym. Wonderful, Cheryl. And the acronym for stress is stomach turning reality, enabling self sabotage. You hear this? Because that's what stress is. Look what happened. I lost my job. I lost my house. My wife left me. My husband left me. Things are going on. You got to understand. I understand. Stress, stomach turning reality, enabling self sabotage. Or stress could be stomach turning reality, enabling self success. What do you want to do with the challenge of life? How do you want to respond? 6 of the most important words that exist in the English language are choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. When I was in the hospital and I've been visited by doctors for many, many years, we have a saying in the world of what we call disabilities: diagnosis is not destiny. They can say whatever they want. I have been told by numbers of doctors, you'll never walk again. Now, they didn't do it to hurt me, but that's what they wanted me to know. Well, I didn't know that I'm not going to walk again because I wanted to walk again. Okay, I don't walk like other people, but I'm able to be ambulatory, not for a long period of time or very great distance, but I can do it. But in the interim, because of the stress and the challenge and the desire to be self successful, I learned how to swim. And over the period of time, I now swim 2 miles a day, 6 days a week. And I've been doing that for a dozen years. I've accumulated more than 7,631 miles. And I can swim more than most people can swim. 99.9% of the world can't swim 2 miles in a day without stopping, but I can. So that's the understanding of stress. What do you do with the stomach turning reality?
That's beautiful, Barry, because it truly is a choice that we make, and the that's we all have that choice, and we have to find the strategies, the support, the inner resilience to understand that really, no matter how it looks in the moment, what life is presenting to us is a gift. But we need encouragement, right? We need to be in environments that support that allows us to empower ourselves by what you were saying, by
Yes, by the way, I just want
by
to interrupt you for a moment.
I just yeah.
You said something so
What
beautiful.
I
Yeah,
just wanted to add that to understand our true power, as you were saying, through understanding the thoughts we choose to think, the attitudes we choose to hold, and the environment we create for ourselves is critical because we can heal, transform anything if we have those qualities in our life.
absolutely correct. Please listen to Dr. Selman. She used two words that I want to explore, if I may. One of the words you just said is create. Now, create is an amazing acronym that stands for causing rethinking, enabling all to excel. We have 50 billion brain cells. We're billionaires. And we have a trillion synapses connecting those 50 billion brain cells. And they're there for more than just deciding what kind of latte you want this morning. Causing rethinking, enabling all to excel. It's you do your own neural linguistic programming by utilizing words. Words are the greatest way we can communicate, not just with each other, but with ourselves. We'll talk about self talk in just a moment, but I wanted to go in a word that you used, a gift. Now, you see, Dr. Selman uses four-letter words, as do I. I'm going to use a lot of four-letter words right now. Gift, give, live, love, grow, hope, help, holy. Those are four-letter words. Be a four-letter user. And if there's I happen to like using the four-letter FU word. Are you ready, Dr. Selman?
Go
And I
for
use
it,
it because
Barry.
it's fun and the shock value. And that four-letter word is fun. F-U, capital N, capital N. Now, invariably, people say, but Barry, sure, fun is only spelled with three letters. Not in our world. Our world is the world of the positive, the purposeful, the powerful, and the pleasant. In our world, it's a four-letter word. F-U, capital N, capital N. How you like that, Dr. Selman? F you. When did anybody ever say that to you with a big smile on your face and you accepted it and you loved it? So that is what you've been talking about. It's quite correct. It's the gift that we have. So let me just share with everybody the idea of self talk. The most important speech that you will ever hear is self talk. What you say to yourself and how you say it is critical. So, self talk is an important acronym I'd like you to remember. Self stands for a soul experiencing life fully, and talk stands for teaching always love and kindness. Teaching always love and kindness. That's self talk. If you had a dear friend come to you and was despairing and needed care and help and encouragement, you would certainly speak to them well and wisely. You would teach them love and kindness. We must do that for ourselves, especially in a time of stress, and learn to live in joy. Because when you do that, you go mad, you make a difference in the world. So, self talk is the most critical. Create the kind of world you want to live in and use four-letter words, and especially the four-letter FU word. Put a big smile on your face with a twinkle in your eye and say, FU, everybody. But remember to add right away, capital N, capital N. Because say, where did you get that? You say, I listened to Barry Shore. I heard it on Total Health TV. It must be true.
You're such a bright spark in the world, Barry. And you have had a huge impact on millions of people. You've been on many shows. I think you've been on what, Oprah? Have you been on Oprah? Have you been on, where have you
Well,
been?
Oprah in the magazine, not on her show yet.
Okay, so you've been in Oprah's magazine. Where else have you been?
Oh, Jack Canfield, Fox, CBS, NBC. I mean, all the usual suspects. But one of the best ones is Total Health TV.
So here you are, this paradigm of inspiration in the world, turning a catastrophic condition into a an avenue of healing people around the world. It can't be a bigger inspiration than that. Of someone who has that ability, that attitude, and is sharing it in the world. And it's just so exciting to see that your great mission in life is having such a huge impact on millions and millions of people. And I just, love your energy. I love what your mission is, your purpose in life. And it really is contagious, which I know is what you want.
Well, first of all, thank you for using the word, that four-letter word, love, which of course is an acronym that stands for living on vibrant energy. That's what Dr. Selman does. That's what Total Health TV is all about. It's a cog, it's a channel of goodness. Because when you tune in, and you tune in purposely because you care the most about you, YOU, you're here to feel the power of the love, the information that's given over in love, living on vibrant energy. I wanted to share with you a remarkable acronym that, if you remember nothing else, I hope you do remember others, this one I want you to internalize, utilize, and leverage in your life every single day. And everybody knows it. I'm going to give you a drum roll and a fanfare. You ready? Drum roll. Da 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 da, fanfare. And the acronym, the word is SMILE. SMILE. What does SMILE stand for? Seeing miracles in life every day. Seeing miracles in life every day. Now, Cheryl, I got to tell you, whether I'm speaking to 50 people, 5,000 people, or like I said here, 5 million because of Total Health TV, invariably people raise their hands, they come over to me and say, but Barry, sure, I've been there for hours already. I haven't seen any miracles today. And I ask them, are you here? Can you hear? Can you see? Do you have water to drink? Do you have food to eat? Do you have a place to sleep? Do you have family? Do you have friends? Those are all miracles. When you can open your eyes and your heart and your mind, you begin to see miracles in life every day. Think about this. 1 million+ people did not get out of bed this morning. Why? They died. You didn't. You're here. Bravo. 1 million+ people can't get out of bed this morning. Why? They're infirm, they're in hospitals, pandemic, whatever, but they can't get out of bed. I couldn't get out of bed for years. It still takes me 10 minutes to get out of bed in the morning, but I can get out of bed. Wow. By the way, wow is a great acronym. Words of wonder, words of wisdom. So the ability to see miracles in life every day, learn from what my situation is. Now I got to share with you, I just realized a couple of weeks ago, my 8-year-old niece comes over to me and says, Uncle Barry, can we spell smile SMIEL? And I thought about it. Smile, smile, why not? It sounds the same. I asked her why. She said, because then it would stand for seeing miracles in everyday life. Cheryl, out of the mouth of babes. Isn't that wonderful? Smile.
That's wonderful.
Because when
So,
you do
Barry,
that,
I just
yes,
want to
I'm
know,
sorry.
do you have a dictionary that you've compiled?
Yes. This is one
Because
of the things that we do. And by the way, I share the dictionary with people around the world. We're going to be putting it up on the site. And I'm encouraging people from all over the world to send in acronyms on words. Uh, Big. Somebody just told me the other day, we talked about big, and I was using it. He said, what does big stand for? I said, believe in giving. Woo, that's nice. And he said, but I like the idea of dream big. I said, dream, doing remarkable, exceptional, amazing manifestations. Dream big. When you do that, now I do want to share with you and everybody watching what I consider two of the most important words in the English language. Are you ready, Cheryl?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Go for it. Yep.
These two words are, again, drum roll, Fanfare. Da-da, da-da. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank is one of the most important acronyms you'll ever remember. It stands for to harmonize and network kindness. To harmonize and network kindness. The Dalai Lama has been quoted as saying, and I've been read in his writings, be kind whenever possible. And it's always possible. So here's an example. You walk into your coffee shop and you order your fancy latte for $5.50, and somebody brings it to you. You say, thank you. You go to the coffee shop and you order your fancy latte. You wait a few minutes, nobody brings it to you. Go to the counter and they say, oh, I'm sorry, we forgot, we were busy, and we'll bring it to you. A couple more minutes go by and they bring it to you. Say, thank you. You go to the coffee shop, you're walking out and it's raining outside. Somebody holds the door open for you. You say, thank you. You're walking out of the door and it's raining out. Somebody slams the door on you. You say, thank you. You're late for an appointment. You're in traffic. Somebody cuts you off. You say, thank you. You get up in the middle of the night. You stub your toe and it hurts. You say, thank you. To learn how to harmonize and network kindness changes the world. So I ask and urge and plead with everybody 3 times per day, consciously and conscientiously, say thank you. When you do that, you'll go mad. You'll make a difference. You will change the world for you, which you care about, for all the people around you, and the entire world gets uplifted because you said thank you with a smile.
You know, I wish that we had this education when we were in kindergarten. If we could begin our life with this kind of training, we would have a different world. And you're out there changing the world. And in the last few minutes we have of this wonderful inspirational show, Barry, what is it you want to leave us with? And tell us about your book that will be coming out soon as well.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. The book is titled these 4 words: Stress Kills, Joy Heals. And it delineates all the difficulties that radiate from the hub called stress, which causes, we know, heart problems and blood pressure issues, obesity, anxiety, skin ailments, depression, insomnia, headaches. All that comes from stress. That's the cause. Everything else is the proximate cause. But joy heals. And we've developed 11 strategies for learning how to live in joy daily. We've discussed some of them already today. So that book will be coming out, God willing, in the next 62 days. But as you mentioned, by the way, Cheryl, one of the reasons I do this is that we want to begin with kids. It makes a difference. By the way, no matter what age you are, you heard I said, I live in 4 ages all at the same time. I believe every human being has 4 ages. You have your chronological age, your metabolic age, you have your mental acuity age, and you have your SOW, sense of wonder. Keep that sense of wonder somewhere between 6 and 9. Because in that time, it's still neuroplasticity. You can do anything, anything. It's up to you how you think, how you thank, how you smile, how you create, and what it is you want to do in the world. Again, your life has purpose. You can go mad, you can go make a difference. Unlock and uncover the secrets and the power of everyday words and terms, and understand that the result of killing the stress issue and moving into joy will make you healthier, wealthier, and wiser. Who doesn't want that? Healthier, wealthier, and wiser. And I'd like to leave everybody with a blessing, if I may, Cheryl. My blessing to everybody in the world: go forth, live exuberantly, spread the seeds of joy, happiness, peace, and love. Go mad. Go make a difference.
So be it. Well, thank you, Barry Shore, for being such an ambassador of joy. and you brought joy into our lives today. And I think we will all remember the words of wisdom you've shared with us to make a difference for the rest of our
Before
lives.
you go,
So,
Cheryl,
again,
before you go, big hug to you. Ready? One, two,
ready.
three.
And that felt so good, Barry. Thank you so much. You made my day. So, again, thanks
Enjoy.
again. Thanks so much, Barry. Yes, joy to you and love and life and all the best.
Best wishes. Bye.
Bye now. And thank you for joining us here on Living a Totally Healthy Life on Total Health TV. I know you have been inspired today as I have, and I trust that you will join us for every episode because our intention is to bring you the kind of information and interviews that will uplift, transform, and expand your awareness. So please like us on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, and join us for every episode. You'll be so glad you did. Bye for now.